Hey, what's up you guys? It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. So I know I said I was gonna post on either Sunday or Monday, but I had something come up, or we all had something come up, that was something I wanted to talk about. So I'm gonna post today, and I will eventually get back on that schedule, but this is just something I wanted to put out there. So as many of you may know, we got cracked down again on who's eligible for AdSense. So if you want to hear about kind of more about what happened with the AdSense, you could see that. And then after that, I'm going to talk about how I've been feeling about it and all that kind of stuff. And I'll leave like a timestamp in case you want to know when to stop watching or to start watching. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get started on telling you what happened with the AdSense. So a couple of days ago, YouTube released something that said that the AdSense, the people who were eligible for AdSense, was going to be cracked down on. They gave you a 30-day grace period, and then on February 20th, anybody who didn't meet the standards was going to get cut. So the standards now are that you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. So what 4,000 hours of watch time means is not necessarily that you have 4,000 hours of content on your channel, but instead it means... Okay, so I'm editing this and I'm realizing that I made this a lot harder than it had to be. Pretty much what it is you have a combined total of 4,000 hours watch time on your channel in the past 12 months, but I dragged it out really long and I didn't know if that made sense, so there you go. Okay, so that was kind of just a portion of telling you really what it is. They kind of said that they were doing this because there was like a lot of mocking channels. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the channels that maybe take another creator's content and then upload it on their channel. And they were getting views for these videos, but they weren't their own videos. So therefore YouTube's trying to crack down on that. So that's just kind of what's happening, why this is happening. They're trying to take, you know, the views away from inappropriate channels as well. Any channel that would be deemed not ad friendly, so that to try to cure the ad apocalypse, so that, you know, people would trust YouTube a little more with putting their ads in front of somebody's video, making sure that it was appropriate to have the ads. I know that's why a lot of people started to pull out, hence the ad apocalypse. And so that's just a little bit about what the rules are and why that might have came about according to YouTube. So I guess how I'm feeling is I'm not being cut currently. However, I was cut. If you guys remember, there were like these cuts that happened in April of 2017, which said that you needed to have 10,000 views to, you know, be eligible for AdSense. So for both of these crackdowns, both the one that happened in April and this one that's happening currently, nobody's getting grandfathered in. So anybody who's in here and who's already a creator, who has already put a lot of time and effort into their videos, they're not getting grandfathered in. If they didn't meet the requirements, they're not safe. They're gonna get cut out of the program. So they're getting removed and other people aren't able to join. So that in itself, I think, is kind of unfair. If you've been, there's people I know who I'm friends with on this platform who upload 3 to 4 times a week, who edit it themselves, who are still going to school, and they're putting a lot of time and work into their creations. And it's not so much about the money as it is you feel like you're not getting the respect you deserve as a creator who works very hard on their content. Even if you put them up for monetization, that makes all the difference to these people. That made all the difference to me. It doesn't have anything to do with the money. I don't think some of these people who upload this much are in it for the money or the fame or anything like that. But it's good to be recognized, and it's good to feel part of a community that values you, if that makes sense. So I think that it's unfair. And another thing is, it's very possible to have 1,000 subscribers, but you make shorter videos, therefore you don't have the 4,000 hours that's needed, which that sounds like a lot to me. I know a lot of people are trying to simplify that it's not that much, but in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a lot. And then you have the people who have 4,000 hours who put a lot of time. And I know this sounds stupid, like, oh, why would you have 4,000 hours of watch time, but you don't have 1,000 subscribers? You guys would be so surprised of how many videos I've come across on the internet where somebody will have a video that hit like 200,000 views, but they only have 100 subscribers. And that's fine. But you're not going to pay them. I feel like if this happened in such a short amount of time, so from April to now, you went from April that the requirements were 10,000 views, and now the requirements in January are 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I mean, what's next? Are you going to cut everybody who doesn't have 10,000 subscribers and 100,000 views? I mean, it's just such a drastic change for it to have been a couple months span, almost a year, but you know what I'm saying. In under a year, you changed the requirements that greatly. So what's next? Are you, I mean, and I don't know, but I haven't seen the adpocalypse get any better from cutting people. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I know there's a lot of people out there who watch me and who I watch who are under 1,000 subscribers, or maybe just didn't make the cut for whatever reason. And I don't want anybody to stop making content, because it's just, I feel like everybody that I watch puts a lot of heart and effort into their videos, or else I wouldn't watch them. And I don't want this to make people give up this hobby. I mean, it's so easy for your channel to grow from 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers if you just post the right video at the right time. I know a lot of you will know what I mean. That's how most people's channels get started. They have this one video that just blows up. So I don't want people giving up hope that they're never going to reach their threshold, or that they're never going to be okay for monetization. It's just a process, and I hope that a lot of you do this as a hobby as well, so that this doesn't affect you as much, even though, granted, I know what that feels like to get cut and not feel like somebody appreciates your work because you're not at a certain level. I know what that feels like, but I hope that we can all kind of just overcome this together and make it work, and we'll get there somehow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be posting, like I said, on Sundays and Mondays now. I promise. I just wanted to get this video up because it was something that was bothering me for a little bit, and I usually don't talk about stuff like this, but I felt like it was necessary, and this might get demonetized, but if it does, oh well. I wanted to come out and say this to you guys, and I don't want anybody giving up hope. That's like my biggest message of this whole thing, is I don't want anybody to quit YouTube because of this, because your channel could so easily meet those standards, and it could be the next video you post, and if you just give up, you'll never get there. And I really hope that even though this is a really crappy time, we can all just come together and wait it out. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.